Hello, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. This is Soul Astrology by Brit. Today, I would like to talk about this magnificent full moon happening on the 28th of March with the sun in Aries and the moon in Libra. So the first thing that catches my eyes on this particular full moon is the number 8. It's happening on the 28th of March. It is happening at 8:48 p.m. Central European Time. And the moon in Libra and the sun in opposition to the moon in Aries, both on 8 degrees. Of course, that's what makes it full moon, more than when they're in polarity to each other. But then what's even more fascinating with the number 8 is that just right next to the sun, we have both Venus and also the wounded healer with chiron on 8 degrees in Aries. So this is a very specific alignment of the planets. And this is what we're going to look at today. Not only that, but we also have the North Node and Mars conjunct having a meeting in Gemini, 14 degrees exactly. And then we do have also Uranus still in Taurus, ruled by Venus on 8 degrees. So we have to talk a little bit about the number 8. So let's take a look at the chart first and see if I can show you all the 8s here. Let's see. So here we have the chart. This is for Norway on the 28th of March 2021 at 8:48 p.m. Central European Time on the 28th, as we see. So here we have the moon, 8 degrees in and 55 minutes in the Libra, and we have on the opposite side the sun, 8 degrees Aries, and Venus, the feminine goddess. You have wisdom, intuition, beauty coming, harmony coming with her. And then you have also Chiron, the wounded healer, here in between. And here you can see Uranus in 8 degrees and North Node Mars in Gemini, 14 degrees lining up. This leads me to think that we have to talk about the number 8. And to me, number 8 represents the eternity sign. It represents the masculine and the feminine. It represents the Ida and the Pingala swirling around the spine. It represents the yin and yang, the dark in the light and the light in the dark. So when I looked it up, this has to do with joy and abundance. So this can be very exciting. It goes along with the gifts of Venus here, because also Venus is a bringer of gifts, abundance, beauty, harmony, peace, and it's a very, very soft and feminine and beautiful energy. And placed in the kingdom of Mars, which is the masculine warrior of enthusiasm, the fighter, the young man, the potent, fiercey, energetic, focused energy of Mars. So absolutely, I think this everything, it's not a coincidence, of course, but that both Venus, Chiron, and the sun plus the moon, all of them on this full moon joining on 8 degrees, seems to me that it is something really, really big. that has to do with the number 8 exactly. Okay, so going from there, what else can we see? So there's a lot of things happening here on this chart on this particular day, but I will try and speak mostly about just this opposition, this polarity, this full moon between the moon and the sun, and also how it is affected by Chiron and Venus on the same degree. So the moon in Libra, moon can represent the past. It can represent the feminine energy, the mother, the nurturing energy, the receiving energy, emotions, the ocean, and all of these things connected to the moon. In Libra, Libra is the kingdom of Venus. So what we see here is that the ruler of Libra is now in the opposite sign where the sun resides, in Aries. So she came over to the kingdom of Aries, where Mars is the ruler, and is arranging something here. So we're going to see. We don't really know what this is. What this will look like after this full moon, but my guess is that Venus is the bringer of peace, harmony, understanding, wisdom, intuition, beauty of some sorts. So what I also was very, I think is very peculiar with this full moon is the placement of Chiron. Chiron represent in us a wound that we have with us from our childhood, or maybe even from past lives, but let's just keep it to our childhood wounds and painful events that has shaped us and shaped our personality and our lives as we grow up and grow older. And the beauty of Chiron is that when we mature, when we move into the second chapter of our lives, we can use Chiron as kind of a, let's say, alchemist, a healer for others. When we heal this wound in ourselves and we turn this wound into treasures, to gold, from lead to gold, then this transformation makes us teachers and healers for others, so that the wound that we have with us can eventually become our greatest teaching, and also a gift for others, both for ourselves, to understand ourselves better, to understand humankind, but also something we absolutely bring with us to help others and understand others and have empathy for others. Venus, the goddess, the beauty, the harmony, and also bringer of small gifts, together with the sun here, sun energy, bubbly energy, focus, enthusiasm, life bringer, life force, pro-life. So all of these are reflecting back to the moon here. And what is it that they want to, what's the shadow they want to reflect back to the moon in the 12th house here. So 12th house oftentimes have to do with something that is hidden, and it has to do also with being able to bring heaven down to earth, same as in Libra, and the balance between the material, outworldly, world of things, world of form, and then on the opposite side, the world of the spirit or the soul, spirituality, the untangible magic. So what I see here is it has to do with the feminine. First of all, maybe we're talking about the rise of the sacred feminine. And so to me, absolutely, there's a lot of feminine energy going on here. And also, maybe also integrating both our feminine side and the masculine side. So most of us, we have been programmed to live our lives out of more a masculine type of being ruled by the left side of the brain, the logic, the realist, the scientific, explainable. And now we are merging with the divine feminine, the right side of the brain, left side of the body, with more magic, unconditional love, healing abilities that are healing abilities or psychic abilities, or like a broader consciousness, and bringing these two together in the eight, the masculine and the feminine sides of us. So maybe you've been feeling it maybe in the left side of the head, to let go a little bit of the more rational, logical brain, and then integrating more this other side of the brain that can take in ancient wisdoms, the mysteries, the secret mysteries, the occult, the hidden parts. And there is absolutely a rise of the feminine energy going on in the world. We're taking back our powers, our gifts, both in the male and the feminine. So we both have each side in us, and now is getting more balanced again. So this could absolutely represent, Chiron could represent this suppressed feminine aspect in us personally, individually, but also in the collective. The feminine aspects have been hidden and taken out of all the greater books, and it's been also like, well, the witches were burnt on the stakes, and it has been suppressed for centuries, and even today it's not taken serious that this is also a very big and very important part of the human experience. So this could be one topic coming up. Maybe you'll be experiencing having insights, downloads, maybe all gifts, or maybe you're remembering who you are and why you're here, and also rejuvenating your psychic powers, or you have vivid dreams, or you just get these understandings of what's going on. Maybe you know things about people without having spoken to them. All those sorts of things is this awakening of the feminine powers within you. And on a collective level, it would be more maybe women speaking up, speaking their truth, becoming a little bit of the fierce warrior, saying no to what we do not feel in our hearts is the truth, or the path of the heart. So very important things happening here. Another thing that I have been pondering upon is also, so okay, if Chiron is here with the very beautiful energy of Venus and the sun, so both the sun and Venus in themselves would be very healing energies. And with Chiron here, Chiron could represent the wound of the collective, having to do with what is the wound of the collective of humankind? What could it be? Could it be the lies, the manipulation, the human trafficking, the corruption in high levels, the force, the money, the controlling programs that has influenced all systems and all of our different all the different aspects of our everyday lives for so many hundreds of years. Could this be the wounded, the wound in humanity, the wound in the collective that is being now healed? And with this full moon, maybe put light on, maybe being brought to daylight, and then for us to heal it within ourselves, but also in the world, so that we can create a much better future for our children, for the generations to come, and for Mother Earth. So this is what I'm seeing here on this full moon. Question to ask oneself is, how may I be of service to Mother Earth? Who am I? And how may I be of service to Mother Earth at this time instead of saying his story, we can call it her story, so that we can move into our story, to unity, the 8, to oneness. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, and have a beautiful, beautiful day.